Check. Okay, so this video I'm going to show you how to make products. Right now I went through and I have deleted all the test products that I had in there, so all your little sliders and stuff are gone. But as you start adding products, they'll all reappear. Um, and all the stuff you see over here is all widgets, so this can all be changed out after you get stuff, um, all your products in there. And also this is all blog roll, and after you get all your products in there, I'll show you about how the blog roll works. But for right now we're just gonna concentrate on showing you how to get your products in and going. So we have 4 that you sent me over. You're probably going to want to get a little more just text about each product, more than what you just sent me. But after these are in there, you'll be able to go in and edit. So, sorry about that. After you're logged in, like I showed you in the last video, you'll see this navigation bar up here. If you're not logged in, you won't see this navigation bar. But after you're logged in, you'll just click on where it says up here, right, or the WP where it says Online Thrift Store, and click on that. It'll take you to back end, and you're going to go down here to products, and we're going to add a new product. I've already got. Let me back up. Actually, categories. I've made you a bunch of categories, but if you want to add more categories for the different products, you just click on categories. And right here you can see the categories that I've put in here, like men's or men's jackets, other pants, shirts, sweaters, home goods and others, kids, dresses, jackets, pants, shirts, women's, and blah blah. So say if you wanted to add a category, you just go over to this tab, and I'm just going to make this a test category. So instead of saying men, it's going to say test. You don't really need that right here. The parent category, like if you look over here, you can see how I have men, and then underneath men, it's like dash men's jackets. If I wanted to add that to a parent category, I would just pull this down, and you can see right in here how those are going underneath that. So if I wanted that to be underneath men's, say if that test was a men's item, I could just go men's, and it's under men's. If I wanted to be under home goods, it would be under home goods after I click save. Or if I wanted under none, if I want it to be his own category, that's what I'm going to do right now. I can just click none. You can put a description in if you want. So this is just a test, so I'll put test. And you can add a thumbnail that'll come up the search engines of that category. So if you have a particular picture, I didn't really do that just because it's kind of a waste of time. But you can, and I can just click add new category. And so you can see over here in your categories that you have the new test category, and it's not underneath anything. And if I want to remove that category, I can just either scroll down here and hit delete, or I can click here and pull that down and click delete. But the easiest way, that's if you're going to do a bunch at the same time. But I'm just going to do, delete here. Or if I wanted to actually, if I made a category, but then I messed up because I actually wanted to have that category under men's or women's or whatever, I can actually just go here and click edit and edit that category. And right here where the parent is none, I can actually pull that down and click on men's and scroll down and click update. And now that test category is underneath men's. So it's easy to edit categories if you want, and I'll explain to you categories as we make products. That's how it's going to come up on the store. So like if they go to the women's area of your store, as long as you have that category selected, that product will excuse me, show up in the women's category. Also, there'll be other items underneath the items they're on, which just shows them other relevant items. That category will make those items show up. So you want to make sure you have your category selected as you make your products. But since I don't want this category, I'm just going to delete it. And you say, yep, and now that category is gone. But all the other categories are pretty much in there. And if there's some extras that aren't being used, you know, but you think you might use them some other time, just leave them in there. So that's how you make categories. Like I said, I have a pretty good set of categories already in here for you, so you probably don't have to worry about that right off the bat. So now let's get over to creating your products. So with a product, right now you have no products at all in the theme. You'll have 4 when I get done, because I'll put the 4 products you sent me over up. One thing I could suggest is maybe figure out a better way to take photos. If photos are a little unclear and you might need a few more photos than just 1 or 2. I mean, than just 1. So you might want to consider maybe looking on eBay for like a light box. I can kind of show you that's at too, just to get a little more clearer photos. But for right now, we're just going to build one product with what you got. So when you first log in the back, let me go back here to the beginning. So you're at the front page. You'll click on up here. You can either go to dashboard, or you can just you can click on the Vintage Online Thrift Store logo. Click on that. It'll take you to the back end. You go down here to products, and then this little pop-up will come out. Or if you click on it, it'll open up that whole little slider here, and it'll actually show you your products. But you just want to click on Add Product. And right now, your first product was this. I'm just going to copy what you had here in the mail. Right now, just paste it in here. So this is a new black. So you're going to have to come in here and edit this, because I'm just going to put in here what you have. So in the title, you're going to have this a new black, and then a new black dress. If I remember correctly. So I'm going to put new black dress, and this, now you have 2 product description boxes. You have this one up top right here, and if you scroll down here, you have another one down here. And it's kind of a little backwards. Whatever you type in this box is going to come before the Buy Now button, and whatever you type in this box is going to become after the Buy Now button. So what I would, you know, if I would kind of maybe, it's kind of up to you, but for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the information of the size on the bottom of the page, which would actually have this on top, shoulder to her, and then I'm going to take this off because you want that $24, so I'm going to cut that. So the sizes will be under the buy button for this thing, but you can change that later. And if I highlight all this, just like an email, I can actually get the little tabs there, so now they're like have the little fancy boxes. And so take that approximate off. And right now, and then if I went down here, this box down here is going to put description above that. So I would, you know, I can actually go, you could actually give a little better description of that, but I'm just going to put this new black dress in here. And then if you wanted to add more photos, what I would do is underneath your height, weight, and that kind of stuff, you'd actually click down and even add some, like a couple more photos. So if I clicked, actually there's a black dress right now. If it wasn't uploaded, I could just click upload and it'd upload it. You know what, I'll just do that anyhow. So you click upload and go find that dress, and it's right here, yeah. And click choose. It's gonna upload it. The right here where when you uploaded a photo, you're better off naming this something, especially for SEO purposes. So I'm actually just going to put new black dress, maybe vintage thrift store. No one will see this, but it'll actually show up better in the search engines if people are searching for that kind of stuff. So put that in its title and also as the alternative text. So anytime you can put online thrift store in these alternative texts, it's even better. And I'm going to make that on a thumbnail and make that like medium size. So I'm going to insert that there. Another thing, and then you just kind of add more pictures, in this area so they can get a better idea of what the dress looks like. But now here's the important thing. For it to show up in the boxes on the product boxes, you need to come down here on the left-hand side, and where it says featured image, you need to click set featured image and select your black dress you got, and right there. Actually, that's not what I want. I want this one. There you go. And the size for that, you want to make your photos, when you're saying that featured image, you want the size for that photo to be approximately 550 by 550. This one's a little off. It's 450 by 550. But the closer you can get your image when you crop it to be 550 by 550, it's going to look better in that box that looks like this. Actually, I'm sorry. You want the box to be 450 by 450. So the closest you can get it to 450 by 450, it'll look better. And so, but anyhow, you just select the image you want to be your featured image, and then you press set featured image, and that just made this the featured image. So now on the front, it's going to pop up on the front of your website. If just having this image inside there, it won't pop up on the front of your website. And now this is the other thing that we want to do is we want to go over here and select the categories. So this is a women's dress, so we're going to go over here and we're going to select women's, so it shows up at anything that comes up for like women's clothing, it's going to show up in. And we're going to click women's dress, and you can also do women's other too. So if they're actually looking at another product, and then they have a product in the bottom that'll show them, well, if you don't like this one, you can like this one. So you can also do women's other too if you want. And you can also add new categories by just clicking add new categories if you want to add new category. The tags, that's all SEO stuff. You could put black vintage dress, online thrift store, whatever you want there. I'm going to leave that blank right now. And then right here, right underneath the top box, which actually is going to show up on the bottom, you're going to see product data. And this is where you actually put in the price for the cost of this dress. So you said $24. So we're going to put in 24. If I wanted it 99, I'd put 0.99 cents. If you wanted it to be on sale, you would leave that as 24. Like say if I want to make this like say $35, but now it's on sale for 24. You could do that, and even if just because now what it'll do is in that product box it'll put an on sale. I'm going to leave that like that just so you can see. It'll say on sale, and then it'll also show up in your on sale categories with a little emblem there. So I'm going to leave this just so you can kind of get the idea, but it's still $24. And then what you would do is go over to inventory. These are the 3 boxes you need to check mainly. The rest of the stuff you don't really need to worry about because you're not really selling things for different colors right now, so we'll get into that when you cross that bridge. But so you just general, that's where you put your product price, or if it's on sale, you can put the sale price. This is the price that they'll pay for it. You could make a SKU for it if you want. That would be an inventory, but you don't need to. But your inventory, click on inventory and manage stock, enable stock manager. So we're going to go ahead and enable that because how many of these items do you have in stock? And you're going to put 1. So that way when this item is sold, it's not going to keep coming up. And also they don't have the choice of buying more of that same product. So they can't come and see that dress and say, oh, I want 6 of those, but you only have 1 in stock. So this is very important. You click inventory. If this isn't enabled, enable it, and click stock quantity, however many you have in stock, 1 or 2. and then you can go to stock status, make sure this says in stock. Um, allow back orders. If you have something you want to allow them the back orders, you can, but I would say no. And then also you can also enable this too if you only want to allow your shoppers to only buy one item at a time, which is kind of ridiculous, but you can if you want. So the shipping, this is where I'm not quite sure how you want to do that. The shopping cart is set up really good for shipping, but I think for your best bet, if you're going to be going up, what I would do is just add the shipping in the price. Right now I have it set as a flat rate shipping, so whatever they buy, it costs $4. And that's changeable. I'll show you that at the end of this video, just so you don't get confused. But I would just add the price, just easier on you, an extra, couple dollars. If you're selling this dress for $24, what I would do is, okay, well, this dress is going to cost me, $4 to ship, so I would just add that shipping, there, and not ship it in the UK or whatever for that price. But that's what I would do, just because otherwise you'll need to set up like the weight, the dimensions, and all that kind of stuff, and figure that all out beforehand, which is going to pretty time consuming. But I couldn't imagine that dress being more than $4 a ship. So I would just like add leave the standard $4 shipping on there that will just come up no matter what. But it only happens no matter how many products they get. It's only going to charge them $4, so you can change that out. But I would just add it across, so instead of charging 24, I would charge 20, 28. The same with the tax. This thing has a tax calculator, but it's a little difficult to set up for someone who's just getting into WordPress. So I would just add the tax into the cost too. So it's just like one flat rate and they get it. But anyhow, so I'm going to leave this at 28 just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. That way it includes the shipping costs. So we added an extra $4 in there for shipping. Again, after you fill out your description, you just come down to general. This is your product data. This is where you're going to charge them the price, and click on general. This would be the regular price of the product, and then you have your sales price. If you don't want it to be on sale, just make this price, just leave this box blank like that, and your product will sell for this. If you want it to look like it's on sale, you can add a higher price here and a lower price there, and it'll give a little emblem saying sale. And then inventory, when you're doing inventory, make sure this is enabled. Put how many you have in stock, and even make sure it's in stock or out of stock there, and then shipping. Now when you get into colors and that kind of stuff, that's what these boxes are for. But right now I just and your attributes, and you can keep adding more attributes and that kind of stuff for advanced. But right now you pretty much only have one product at a time, so I wouldn't even worry about that right now. I would just do the sizes and stuff like I did down here or up here up top. And so now I'm going to save this, and it will show, and I'll show you how it looks on the front end. Like I said, this box is going to come underneath the pay button, and this box is going to become on top of the pay button. So you can take a look and you can change that around. You can always move the stuff from the top to the bottom or whatever, and you can add more description, give it a little more detail about what the dress is, and in either one of these boxes. But so I'm going to save this and publish it. All you do to save it is go over here and click Publish. Now I can go View Product. And so this is what your product's going to look like. I don't know why it's jumping to the page, but I'll get that fixed. So you can see right now, see the product has a sale button on it, because how I had that for $35, and see it says $35 scratched out, and the price is now $28. So it was original $24 that you had, plus also $4 shipping. And the product's a little cut off right there in the box, but if you click on it, it comes up and it's all fine. And so this is what I was saying when on the back here, you can see where I had that bottom description where it says new black dress, and then this shows your categories underneath your add button, and then your product description actually comes at the bottom, which is like, you know, your size, whatever. And then when you add more pictures, the pictures will actually come down further, and when you click on them, they'll come up. So you can add as many pictures of the dress as you want underneath it, by the way I showed you in there, and it'll come up. But on each of your products, you probably want to have a little more description. You know, in that part, just about the dress, like maybe something besides like new black dress. But that, like I said, if I go back, now, let me stop, actually. If you're on a product and you're logged in and you want to edit that product, instead of going back to your back end and looking at them, you can go up to your control bar right up here, and it says Edit Product. You click on that, and you can edit product. So like I said, the top box is going to show up under the pay button, like you said, like you've seen right there with the sizes and stuff. And the bottom box down here is going to show up above it. So the more you add here, black dress, if I just kept adding, you know, more stuff, and just add a bunch of junk, you know, and it works just like an email. Like if I wanted to bold this junk, I could actually go over here and select all that, and you can come down here and select maybe header 4. Now it's nice and bold, and we can change the color out. I don't know if you can change the color out with this template or not, but we'll try it. So then I go back up here and click update. It'll update all that. And then go to view product. And it does, it changes the color. So you can see this is all the stuff that I typed in. It's now in orange. You can change the color and stuff. And then it has your add to cart, and it has your product description with more pictures. So like, and then I can go back here and edit that. And let's go back down to the bottom. I'll take away all this stuff. And I'll leave that in there. Anytime you want to get rid of a picture, just click on the picture in there, and it actually brings up a little box right here. I can click on here and click, you know, delete. And then, you know, if I want to add another picture of it, I just click next to it, click add media, and upload another photo, just like I showed you earlier. But since I just deleted that, I'm going to update. So that's about it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and add your other 4 items you gave me. And when you were looking at this site originally, how you saw all those boxes on the site, and like when you clicked on a product, there was boxes at the bottom. Those will all come back as you add boxes. I mean, as you add more products. Before there was like 10 products in there. That's why you've seen all those boxes. But as you add them, they'll start coming back again. But right now, like say if you're when you log in, and so you can see one box has showed up here. As I add more products, there'll be another box here and another box here, and it'll scroll. And then down here, there'll be boxes down here too as I add more products. And you can see as I mark this one as a sale product, it says sale there. So I'm going to leave that like that, and then you can edit it when you want. But when you come here, if you want to edit any of these products and you want to add maybe more description to that, you just go over here to your vintage. You can either click on the product like I showed you after you're logged in on any product you see, and click on edit product, and you can edit it that way. Or you can go over to your dashboard, you go down to products, and just click on products, or either here on products, and you'll see all your products. Right now you have 1 product. So I'm going to add the other 3 products, and then I'm going to send you these videos, and then you can get started uploading the rest of your products. And it's pretty easy after you get the hang of it. So just might have to watch the video a few times, or pause the video as you're doing it. Just just let the video play a little bit, do that part, let the video play a little more, and do that part. But after you get the hang of it, you won't even think about it. You just keep going and going and going. Okay, so that's it. I'll get the other products up. Oh, I know what I'm going to say. Sorry. Yeah, so if you want to edit this product, you can go through and just also edit it here. You can just go click on edit from any of your products you see it when you click on product. And you can edit that way. And so you can edit the price. You can take off the sale tab by just removing that, and or just putting this the sales price up here, and it won't say sale anymore. This is the top box for your description. This is the bottom box for your description, and you just click update, and that's it. Okay, so now I will upload this and get the rest of your products going.